Now we are going to study the characteristics of the division Bryophyta. The plants which come under the division of Bryophyta, they are also called as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Now why they are called as amphibians? Because they are grown in moist soil and they require water for reproduction. And this plant reproduces asexually by spore formation. Now if you observe this plant over here, can you see the color of the plant is green? Now this color is green because of a pigment called as chlorophyll, which is present in chloroplast. That means they perform autotrophic modes of nutrition. Now if you observe this plant over here, do you see any leaf, well-defined stem, well-defined roots? No, they do not possess well-defined leaf, stem and roots. They have leaf-like structure, they have stem-like structure, or they have roots-like structure. It is called as rhizoids. Let us study how do you write this answer in detail. The first point is Bryophyta group of plant are called as amphibians of the plant kingdom because they grow in moist soil but need water for reproduction. The second point says that the plants are thalloid and they are multicellular, which can be seen with naked eyes, and they perform autotrophic mode of nutrition. That means they synthesize their own organic food. Next point says that they reproduces by spore formation. If you observe the body of Bryophyta under the microscope, you can see flat, thin, ribbon-like structure. So over here, the plant's body structure is flat, ribbon-like, long, without true roots, without true stem, and without true leaf. So here, if you observe this diagram, you can see that instead they have stem-like structure, leaf-like structure, and roots-like structure called as rhizoids. Let us see, they do not have any specific vascular system, like they do not possess xylem and phloem for conduction of food and water. We are going to study a few examples of Bryophyta. The example is moss called as Funaria, Anthoceros, and the next example is Rixia. So how do you pronounce the word Anthoceros? Let us study that in detail. That is Anthoceros.